Uh, what I am going to propose to your attention is a short movie. Therefore, just 1 minute speech to give the meaning, the sense, maybe, if we have a sense. Because, you know, in metaphysics, you may consider the possibility that nothing got sense. And the world seems to be in a cut-up style movie that is without any meaning at all. And maybe you can bond everything and without other reason that maybe there is something else. Maybe there is a political side that we can find. And therefore, what I am going to propose is a reading that talks about the civilization of images, and images in a very theological and mystical consideration which affect theater and cinema too, and the arts in general. Image is of a lower level of meaning than the offer of the voice. I mean that in the beginning, you know, the theater was the ritual. And we have a lot of beat components that are related. For instance, for Italy, I would remind you the personality of Carmelo Bene, which was very close to Antonin Artaud. And this is another line of suggestion that comes from the Baudelaire line that affects the beat too. And anyway, to be very synthetic, I want to stress your attention that in the beginning there was not a theater with a division between actor and spectator, but there was ritual. This is the birth of tragedy in Nietzsche, but this is something that anthropological studies now is really clear this. Therefore, going a step forward in this kind of thought, you will find that the offer of the voice is superior to the images. And when the images started to conquer our Western civilization, we can say even that all image civilization is nothing than blasphemy. And three monotheistic religion, too, doesn't allow the representation of gods in human form. Therefore, in this perspective, I can say, as a provocation, but I think that is very interesting, that our Western civilization based on images is nothing but blasphemy, pornography. And when I will go on with the famous image of Francis Bacon of Pope Alexander XI, you will see that even this kind of perversion is inside the real first cause that I found in this changing movement from the supremacy of Phoné to the images. And also the very first one line is that even the frequencies, when you recorded a disc, the frequencies are not useful for your health, because they choose 441 instead of 432 Hertz. And you know already what I'm saying, and therefore it's not of use to say more. So we can we can see the movie, and everything I am saying now is written in an article, and you know that my political view is condensed inside a short essay which has been published in the International Scientific Journal from University of Albany, and I'm working to create another view, a more deep view on the political side of everything affect this kind of falsificate sense of reality. Thank you for your attention, and here start the movie, I suppose.